Hello and welcome. Today on Eat, Pray, and Live, we will talk Oscar fashion, snubs, sexual harassment misconduct allegations, and turning the other cheek. Stay tuned. Oh, somebody, did I just call somebody?
You know what? Free Remy. Fuck you, free Remy.
Yeah, it's my type of show.
Let's get it poppin'.
Really lit.
You dumb? Diamond chicken wing chain. Are you dumb? You gotta let it Are you dumb? Are you forget?
Demetrius's choice.
Fuck with your soul like she the
Oh, you go like this?
like where your ass
It's hot.
I prove you lost already. They told you your whole career I come home and kill you, right? I told you I wasn't.
They told you your whole career.
I'll
Come home and kill you.
That's from the jail. I'm coming home from the jail.
I'm coming back.
Welcome, y'all.
Dumb ass.
Welcome, y'all. We put you right in the middle of
Right in
some
it.
stuff.
Yes.
Oh, nine.
I don't even drink. I just sit back and just listen.
That's Demetrius's fault. That was Sheetha. Remy Ma.
We're gonna talk about that later,
We're gonna
though.
talk about that later in the show. But welcome you guys to the show. I am Sheree Fletcher. I never introduced myself. Forgive me. I just feel that y'all know me. But Sheree Fletcher. Let me introduce our lovely co-host. We have our millennial me who's back in the house. The baby is here.
Hi, guys.
Miss Stacey I.
What's up, guys?
And then we have my male me.
Hey,
Demetrius.
what's up, America?
Can I introduce you first? Though?
No, they know
See,
me.
that's how the men be doing. They don't be letting us get a word.
I'm sorry. Okay, go
You know
ahead.
what
My
I'm saying?
bad.
They
You're
don't let
right.
us finish
You're
our
right.
thoughts.
You're right. Go ahead.
Mail me, Demetrius Jones, America.
So you're not gonna say nothing now?
Now you
Oh,
not
now
gonna say
you're
nothing.
busy.
I've been introduced. What am I speaking for?
And y'all know how we do last but never least, or she will.
Cut
No.
you.
Love you.
Stab you. Stab you.
I'm not gonna stab
Y'all
nobody.
know.
I ain't going to jail for
Right.
nobody.
Courtney Stewart.
What's up, y'all?
Oh my God, you guys, we have like a full show, and let's get right into it. So how you living? All is
Great.
well.
The sun is out.
The sun is
The sun is out. So my
out.
attitude is a whole nother level of fabulous.
And you had a good week.
Oh, it was a good week.
So why weren't you here last week? What were you preparing for? What were you doing?
Last week I was working with the Hollywood Reporter, so I had to prepare for that, and it was really amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you
We're
so
so
much.
glad to have you back,
Thank
though. I'm
you.
so
I
glad
miss
that
you
you're doing
guys.
your thing. Isn't that awesome? She's doing her thing.
Doing it well.
Doing it well.
I like a little clap.
Very cute. And Demetrius, what you been doing?
What's that?
Nothing. I can answer that. How about you, Courtney?
Oh, dang.
I wish, like, I'm a little under the weather. I thought it was the flu, but it's just
Oh.
allergies. I wish it was
Are
the
you
flu.
sure it's allergies?
Yeah.
You wanted
Okay.
to be
The symptoms started Sunday. I'm not in.
Oh, okay, so you still.
Okay.
I ain't playing that.
Because I cough on your ass.
Yes.
If I did have some.
That ain't nice.
Allergies is
specific.
real.
The
Right.
Lord don't like ugly.
Yeah,
That's specific.
Oh,
He don't like ugly.
pass the cup.
All right, y'all. Let's get okay. Oscars. You guys know that the Oscars. Thank you so much,
You're okay.
Stacey. We just had the Oscars this past. Why am I slurring? I haven't had any champagne.
You know
The
you drink on
Oscars
the way here.
this past Sunday. Yeah, I got a bottle in the car. That's how I do. This past Sunday, which was really, we're gonna talk Oscars with you guys because there's a lot to cover there from a lot of different angles. But let's get into the Oscar fashion. What did y'all think? Who were some of your favorites?
Hands down, I thought Haley Steinfeld won. for
Oh
me.
my
You
God,
know what? She
was
She
gorgeous.
killed on the carpet and she killed at the after party.
She
and she looked
killed
young, she
it.
looked fresh.
But
The
she
dress
is
was
young,
amazing.
isn't she?
Yeah, she's 20.
She
but
looks
but
young.
it's that whole like sometimes
Which
they try
one
to
is
try
Haley?
too
Yes,
hard to
yes.
be cute, whatever.
Which one is Haley?
Haley is the one. I should have did a single shot of her, but she's the one in the middle
On the far left.
on the far left.
Yeah, she
was
killed it.
gorgeous.
Oh, in the white?
Yeah,
it was like a soft
pastel
pastel-y
kinda
color. It had some like applique
awesome.
going on and a neck thing and a
And a
huge
back
thing, and it was just
gorgeous.
It was basic. She was kind of naked though, like,
It
but
was
it didn't
heavenly,
look inappropriate.
though.
She
Didn't it
looked
just look heavenly?
Yeah,
It
she
It looked
did.
really
She
beautiful. And it's
was
crazy
floating.
because I was when she walked the carpet, I'm like, why is she there again? But then I saw she was presenting.
Yeah.
But it was just like for her to be presenting and come in that grace, because some
Ooh,
other
she was
people-
gorgeous.
She was beautiful.
Gorge.
I think people slept on the lady from Scandal, Darby something.
Darby Sanfeld.
She looked really. I don't think
Which
she's
one
in
is
that
she
picture.
on there?
She was cute. I don't
She
think
did
she's-
that
is she up there?
white was so beautiful. Like her white was
I'm trying
different
to
than a
like
lot
remember
of.
all of it.
I know it was like floral thing going, but it was all white and it was really beautiful. And I was like, no one talked about it.
Who'd you like, Courtney?
Well, I said Haley Steinfeld was my favorite.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
carpet,
okay.
and,
So you guys agreed to that.
I mean,
I thought Viola looked
Viola
beautiful.
looked amazing.
Yeah, she looked.
She
And
looked
she looked even
gorgeous.
better when she was
Yeah.
holding the trophy.
Yep. I was
Yes.
so happy
We
that
were
that
real
was the
good.
dress she wore.
Yes,
You
to
know,
win
like
the trophy.
that's the dress you wore to win.
She looked beautiful. She
You know
did.
what? I used to really be into this until last year.
And what happened? Would you like the red carpet?
You were bored?
No, the whole
Just the
thing.
whole
That whole
experience.
Oscars so white thing kind of turned me off to the whole thing this year. So I really did not give a fuck.
Wow.
Not even like a little bit.
You didn't watch it?
Nope.
What?
And I normally watch it from beginning to end. I was like, you know what? I don't care.
I'm bored. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
I left early. I didn't
Well,
watch the whole thing. But.
This chick was my favorite here.
Oh, Olivia.
Olivia.
Okay.
I thought, hands down, I thought she was the most beautiful thing on that red carpet.
Oh, I mean, she looks
And
great.
Haley was my number two, and then Viola.
The
and I
reason
love
she
Janelle
lost it
Monáe
for
too.
me
Why?
because of her gel down bangs, like 1997.
But I like that.
It
No,
was like
that's retro, girl.
It wasn't retro in a good way for me, and I feel like Haley won it because she had hair makeup perfection along with dress.
the dress. It was really good. Like
I love the sleekness of her because it's kind of that flapper kind of, but not. It's elegant, but it's
So is
she's
that
got
slicked down all the way? Is
Yeah,
that
it
little
literally
piece
looks like the peak.
in-
That's the problem. It
I
looks
That's
like
not
it
hot.
was
I
coming
feel
not
like
hot.
it was messing
like
up.
when we
That's
did
not hot.
when we had to relax
I
back in the day and we
loved it.
had tried to gel our
I don't
thing
miss
down
that
in the front.
Except she's not reaching that level of excellence. You got to pull that up and put it on.
no
Beauty was not on point.
It was perfection.
What did you guys think about Emma Stone's outfit?
It was cute.
Emma Stone? I thought was I thought
think
she
she
was
was-
okay. I wish she would have pulled her hair up though.
You think so?
Yeah.
It was something like it was something missing for me. I don't know if I wanted like
Can
a
we
little
see? He's
choker
squeezing in. Thank you.
or it was just too
Yeah.
straight.
The fringy gold.
It was too like up and down for me. I'm like,
Fringe. Yeah, she did the fringe.
She did gold and fringe, and she wanted,
I love the
showgirl
hair.
musical. I'm gonna
Yeah.
win, but
I'm gonna win.
That
It was
looks a
kinda
little.
boring.
Is it the gold?
Yeah, it's the gold.
gold in the middle.
and it was tiered with.
No, I don't like that.
Fringe.
That looks a little old.
But maybe if she had some accessories on, I would. Maybe
It
a
was
big
accessories,
earring,
it
her
was
hair
something.
pulled
Yeah.
up or something.
It's just the dress and the hair.
Yeah.
I didn't like Naomi. I didn't like the length of her dress. I like the
It
dress
was way too
itself.
casual to
Yeah,
me. It
but
read
not
really
for-
casual.
I was kind of surprised because I'm like, you're Naomi here. Like,
And she can wear anything and
she
get
can wear
anything. and
anything. I'm
even
like-
her after parties look was like a one-shoulder Calvin Klein white dress that.
Yeah.
Well,
I would buy.
maybe she
Like,
thinks you're talking about the black
was
girl in
really
white.
chill.
with the short.
Maybe she believes that train. Is there a train
Yeah,
behind
There is
it?
it's
a
sort
train.
of a train.
That is making it a bit more after
You
can
5 or
believe
something
that.
like
But
that.
then give me the jewelry or give me
Right.
a purse or give me. It was all
too
really
casual.
Even
chill.
her shoes, she wore these like yellow and white heels or whatever that were like switched. It looked like they didn't look
Yes.
formal. They looked like sandals I would wear like with my jeans, and that didn't
That's
help.
interesting.
I thought
It was
Taraji's
too
face looked really good.
Oh, I forgot about
Taraji, I thought was
Taraji.
beautiful.
I loved her dress.
I think
There
she
she
went.
is in
I
the
think she
black.
went extremely classic, and it
Yeah.
worked. It totally worked. I was surprised because I was like, black. I
It
didn't.
wasn't
she
black. It
was-
was navy. It
Oh
was
wow,
blue.
because it does look black.
Oh,
It's
there's.
blue.
Oh.
You can tell when she's walking. You could see the light.
I
on
can
the
finally
train of
see it.
You
Somebody
can
see
see
it
it.
at the bottom. That's so
yeah,
funny.
you can see it.
Like,
She's
Alberta
beautiful,
Ferretti.
That's
but
cool.
she went very classic, like you said, very safe. Didn't dazzle me because it was so safe. You know, like I said, I loved Olivia's look. What was
Yeah.
Olivia wearing? Olivia was wearing a Marquesa
Dang, Haley looks so
and Armani
perfect. I
Privé
love hers.
on Viola. Just
See, even
it's-
like
and then
Nicole
Haley
Kidman, like, what is that?
that looks like Marquesa. I don't know what Haley. Who did her dress?
I
Do we
can't
know?
remember.
I don't know if y'all
should
know. If
actually
y'all
remember
know,
that, 'cause
right?
I was only talking about the black folks on
Yeah.
Monday. So I don't
Absolutely
remember.
gorgeous. Well,
What about
those are
Brie?
the hots.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we had.
Oh, y'all. Oh, I didn't
no,
know those
wait,
were the
Did you
hot.
read like
He's like
Brie
that.
Larson in the black? In the black?
That was as good again.
Yeah, I liked the Brie. I just didn't like black. I didn't want the dark colors. I like
Yeah.
the lighter,
Why?
more.
Yeah, I can
I
agree.
don't know. I just.
It's still wintertime. What's the problem?
I just think it's too
But
dark.
Yeah, I agree.
It's too heavy. I think that's too heavy of a. It's beautiful.
Like if that was in a blue, my gosh, or a yellow or something, because that design is absolutely gorgeous. But I think
Yeah.
because it's black, it falls so flat. Like with the red lips, it's just kind of like
Yeah, the black kind of, the dark colors kind of were boring
Unless you
to
do
me.
something super interesting
With
with
your
jewelry
hair.
and hair, like because I remember
Fishtail.
when what's her face, Angelina Lena wore black, but she had those huge emeralds on, and it just
sense.
made it
popped.
another whole thing.
Yeah.
And that I'm just like, where you look.
Because black
the
doesn't
rest?
always photograph
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
It just looks blah. All right, so what about the knots?
See, I don't like I don't think Taraji has the body to pull off the dress that she has.
You don't think she got enough hips?
Really?
Yep.
She don't have enough hips.
She definitely did the bust.
Well, she
perfectly.
lifted those
get 'em.
up, and she had not been doing that previously. Because if y'all remember the SAG
But her
Awards
makeup
and
was
some other
really
stuff.
good. She looked really
She
pretty.
looked beautiful. She
Yeah,
did.
she could.
And I love Janelle Monáe's dress. Ellie Saab, I loved that. Now that's
That's
couture.
very you.
That's
You know what?
haute
That's very
couture
you.
all the way.
It can be. That don't make it
Why do
good.
we agree? This is interesting. I want to hear
Well,
what you
no, I think, look, I have accepted that Janelle Monáe is going to wear a costume everywhere she goes. And this was the
I
least
see.
costumey of all of the things that she wore on the carpet. But I think she had this cute little pixie haircut. She had a crown on, but then her neck was embellished with everything. She had on a black belt. Then there's the embellishment on this, and then the middle of the skirt looks like knit to me. Like it didn't, but it was feathers and all kind of other stuff.
Oh,
It was
that's
just, there was so
so
much
funny, yeah.
happening. Like I think she's beautiful, and I would just want to see her and not her dress.
And not- that's
but
so
that's not her goal,
interesting.
and I have to
I
accept
like that analysis. That's good.
But I think
Yes, that's good.
I think like I was trying to figure out how to say it because I don't necessarily think it's a costuming. I think she just always aims to like make you think about her outfit in a sense. Like it's not I don't want to say it's not effortless because she looks amazing, but it's like it's very
too much effort?
It's very
think?
strict. Like they have an idea like we're doing this and we're gonna that kind of thing. So I would prefer it to be like a where you come on in Viola and she just probably picked up a
This
nice
one's
swivel
her.
dress, but it looks amazing.
But somebody said, I don't remember who it was, I don't remember, but somebody was talking about the fashion for the Oscars, and they were saying she's obviously not dressing for the red carpet. She's dressing because she's thinking about her retrospective in the Met Museum.
Well, our producer just
So-
whispered
In the
concept
museum?
that she's doing a concept every time. I guess it kind of
Concept.
reminds you of
Well, she
like
always
Lady,
does that black and white.
Lady Gaga or something like
But
that.
that's still
but
costume.
Just like Lady
To go,
Gaga, where
I
it's
think it's
always
a bad
something
thing. It's
to
still
shock.
costume.
Yeah.
it's like it is a costume
Yeah.
every time though.
But don't
It's always a shock or something.
But aren't we always in costume usually when we go to these things?
No,
I mean,
no, this is real
the
costume.
level of hair
no,
and
you could
makeup
take her.
and
You
agree.
could take her and put her in a sci-fi movie in that. And she's ready to go. That's what we talk about costume. As far as costume, like all the world's a stage, and we wear costumes. That's different. This is an actual costume.
And I don't mean that
What
in a
makes that a
negative
costume?
sense. I don't mean it in
I
a
don't
negative
think that's
sense.
a
I think it's a form of her artistic
She
expression.
could wear that to the Met,
Like,
Met Gala,
that's the
and
thing.
she
That's
would
what he
be
was
like,
saying. Yeah.
depending on
Yeah.
the theme, she would be on
that's
trend.
called haute couture.
No,
Not entirely, because haute couture just means it's very, it's handmade and it's very
It's custom,
specific and it's custom and all that. So yes, it is, but hers is a next level of
costume. Hers is a handmade costume.
She's doing a performance in her outfit.
Yeah.
Her outfit
People be
is
killing
a
me with that.
performance.
Talking about it's haute
That's
couture.
not- that's
I
not a
don't
bad
care if
pro-
it's
that's
haute
not a bad
couture.
pro-
Shit ain't right.
It's interesting, and I don't knock it.
love
and
it.
yeah,
it is
I
what it
liked her
is.
dress at the after party
I thought
better.
she looked incredibly
Personally.
gorgeous
Yeah,
on
that one
red
was
carpet.
better.
I think it was like
That was better,
really
but it was a very similar
type of
sort
look.
of shape
Yeah.
and all of that with the belt and then the net and whatever.
So we're talking knots.
This is just so you know. This is the Oscars best dress list that I pulled
Oh,
that
it's
off
some
of the
politics in
web.
that.
I didn't create that.
So Jessica Biel, interesting. Because I was trying to figure out what I thought about Jessica Biel's dress.
that?
When she walked up, I was like, she looks amazing and hot. Her hair was terrible, but she looked hot.
She looked good,
But
yeah.
I think her hair started to fall out in the car or something, and it just
Oh.
wasn't, because there was like a bun that was sort of dripping off the side, whatever. But that necklace was doing too much for
I
me.
was bored with the dress, and everybody the sleeves was the
That gold one?
Yeah,
But you bored with that?
Her
Yeah, that's
body
because
though,
it-
but her body looked so
Aw,
good. It looked like
man.
she
But
was like poured
she
into
can wear
it.
anything.
Damn,
She
man.
can.
Hey,
I
she would have
wanted-
got me
I
that
would
night.
have wanted to see more
Right
skin
there.
on her.
That's
Yeah,
hot.
More
yeah.
skin.
No,
It was just so.
But that's why I like
That's
see more
perfect, just
skin.
how it is. That's what you want to see.
She
That's-
showed more skin at the after party. It was
Yeah.
a similar like
Okay.
color scheme, and it was real sexy.
That's a
cut
head
out
turner
and all
dress right
that.
there.
Yeah.
That's
It
hot.
was definitely a dope dress. I just wasn't sure.
We got to get to the
if it
knots.
was too
We got to
much.
move
Okay,
on
then
now.
okay.
Moving on.
Let's get to our
We're
knot.
done.
I just have one knot.
You already know what it is. It was so unfortunate.
So
too.
I'm at home
Twitter told you.
watching. Okay, stop. Stop. I'm
Like
at
it
home
was
watching.
Viola, what?
I'm at home watching the Oscars. I'm on my couch, and this was me. This is my face. When I saw I was like, oh, that poor child gonna get it.
Oh,
That
no.
poor child is gonna get it. Okay, play the video. We got a little video.
Oh my God, that is so entertaining. Oh God.
That was.
What is
You
this?
gotta see this
Wait,
video.
who is that?
It's a little video. You gotta see this video.
Oh my.
Hurry up! No! Oh my God, no! Why, Lord? Why?
Keisha was
Look
wrong.
at Halle Berry wig.
Oh shit!
Girl, I can't believe it. She messing with that crack. Her and her hairdresser both on drugs. It take two people that smoke crack to pick out a wig that bad. The driver on crack too. He wrong for driving her to the Oscars with that wig on. Halle Berry whole team on crack. Taraji wrong for not saying something. See, Octavia and Viola may not know no better, but I know Taraji saw her. Come on now, Cookie, get on your job. Girl, Halle Berry hair looked like she tried a YouTube tutorial for the first time. It was like, and I'm running late. This gonna have to do. Girl, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Girl, hold on.
Boy,
You change my damn TV back. You see me in here trying to watch the Oscars. Don't play with me.
Wow.
I'm not for play. Yeah, girl, I'm back. So is the boy from Moonlight gay or not? Because he's going.
Oh my God!
Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
Oh my
First
God.
off,
The guy is that wasn't a wig.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Can I say this for
we
the
got a
record?
picture.
That's
Can we put our picture of Hallie up?
This proves
She said
again
it wasn't
the
a wig.
internet is undefeated.
Undefeated.
I want to know
that
who's
was
behind the internet.
savage.
Who is
Oh
it?
my God.
Who is on the internet? Stop it.
When I saw her
We're talking
walk up to
about Halle
Ryan
Berry.
Seacrest was like, hey, oh. Hey.
Sheree, you ain't shit. How you go do Hallie
Did
like
he
that?
really do that?
Listen, Hallie is a beautiful woman.
She's gorgeous.
But when I'm on my couch by myself, I didn't tweet nobody. I was Viola Davis in Fences. That was my face. I said, oh, that poor child can't get it. They
Did you
gonna
want
come
to say,
for her.
Hallie, how you gonna act like I ain't been standing in the same place with you, watching you looking beautiful, and then you gonna come?
What?
That was.
It looked worse in the video with the movement. You know,
She said it wasn't a wig.
It was
Yeah, she said
terrible.
she had used her own curls and then they curled her own hair, which I mean, maybe, but it really did look like a wig. And for that reason alone, you shouldn't have told nobody that it was your actual hair. You should just been like, it was
Just
a
it was a
bad
wig.
wig. Because whoever did it did a horrible job.
she got to speak her truth.
That
She
doesn't
don't
even
want,
make sense,
It
though.
was lopsided. See, because you really got to see the angles.
Yeah.
It was lopsided, and then it was smashed in on the back. The
Yeah.
back was like, she
Was it
slept
kind
on
of like a bed head? Like I kind of
No.
just woke up.
No, it wasn't. But that's-
Wait. I'm saying, is that what they were going for?
I
It's
had
like
It
you
looked
wanted
like
to see
it looked like a broke shake and go free tress equals synthetic hair wig that she just pulled out the bag real quick, shook it out and threw it on.
But it
Like,
just doesn't make sense. Like, Hallie knows what's up.
She on
Why?
crack.
And I don't-
She's
and
not on
Her
crack.
whole team's on crack.
That was crazy.
I love when they say, and Taraji should have
Should've
told her.
told
She
her.
wrong for not saying nothing.
Cookie ain't on her
What was she
game.
gonna say? What was she
Poor
gonna say?
baby. You can't say nothing at the event.
Yeah, of
No.
course not.
You can't say anything.
And
but
then
it's
like the hair
I would try
conflicted with the dress.
I'd be like, girl, come here, let me just try to make it even.
I would have
No,
picked it out.
I wouldn't have said nothing.
She would have thought she was hating though.
Well,
that's
if
what they
if
trying
she's
to
got
say
some
now.
real friends, I don't know.
There's a whole like community online. They're like, she wore her natural curls. Everybody's coming for her. Like, we should support obviously, I be having my natural hair all the daggone time.
Those
but you
are
know
not- but-
full well, if that is your curls, that's what she's saying. It's her hair. She curled it like that on purpose. Whatever, that's fine. But it still wasn't. It didn't hold up.
Right.
It didn't hold
it's,
up.
It's like
for the
that
red
thing,
carpet.
like, it's, it reminds me of, like, you can't sing, but
Yeah.
you sing a gospel song, so I'm supposed to clap. I will boo your ass. It don't work. It don't
Somebody
work.
just said,
It
yeah,
don't
she
work.
made a statement saying she wanted her natural hair to be free, which I get. That doesn't look
Apparently,
like.
you didn't want to be free because you curled the whole thing. You wanted the whole thing. That's why I look crazy.
You know what it looked like too?
That's
it
a
it looked like they
interesting
took it looked like they took little other pieces of different color hair
They just stuck it in
and
there.
stuck it in. Like just
Yeah, but she,
just
she
stuck
says
them
a
in.
natural hair. I'm a believer. It's a natural
Well,
hair. It
you
just
know,
didn't
it
turn
looked
out
a
right.
mess.
It's
It-
okay.
when-
It's
Maybe
okay.
her hairstylist
It
just
looked a
not
mess.
used to doing
She
with
can
her
come back
curls.
next year.
Yeah,
She can
she
come
would,
back
that's
next
not
year.
she's
fair, like,
beautiful, but
don't-
she can't do that no more.
I know that's unfortunate.
I wouldn't have been mad if she had just picked it
Stacey
out
moved
even
it
and
away
it was
from
just a
it.
big old fro.
If it was even
No, oh,
I
wouldn't
like
have been- I
her.
wouldn't have
I like her with short hair the best. But you're right. Like if we could just cut that one side off,
Where
that
it's just
left
like a lot
side, where it's
going
just
on.
like sticking out.
Because it literally looked like she had her own bangs and they set the wig right
Let me
here.
say this though too. Even if you did that, it still looks a little too mommy-ish. So at the end of the
Somebody said.
no, don't do that. I don't like it when women do that. No, then stay home.
Oh, that's hilarious.
What do we think
sex
about?
spot on the red carpet?
What do we think about the
the point.
dress? Well, that's when you're supposed to be a sex spot on the red carpet.
Thank you.
But what do we think? I didn't even like the
I
dress.
mean, it was alright.
You want some more liquor?
It was.
It's just
a lot of it was.
I feel bad because
there's just too much going on.
There's certain people that, and I just wanted to read this. Somebody said I feel like it's an early April Fool's joke. That's hilarious.
Oh, goodness. But we love her.
Exactly. That's the thing. I think when you set a standard of a certain type of beauty, which is kind of unfair, because there's a lot of people who hit and miss. I mean, Viola is amazing, but she's definitely missed before, you know?
All the time.
Anyway, so, I don't know if, but we don't seem to go in her as much, right? Do we?
On Viola?
I don't think we do.
No,
Because
I've gone in on Viola because she can't walk in heels for nothing. Like,
well, she can't do nothing about that. That's just how her body's built.
Yeah.
You don't need to go in on her for
She
that.
could not be able to walk in heels because she ain't never tried and don't really care.
No,
She
it's
just
how
make
she
it better.
walks. She
Okay.
her
But
legs, the way they.
She has
You ain't right, Courtney.
But I would just say,
I think everybody came for when they fail on the red carpet.
I guess that's
don't
true.
think
I
it's-
agree.
to
That's
whom
true.
much is given, much is required.
Bottom line, we're confused.
That's it.
But I would also say that I don't.
That's about the funniest thing you have ever said
She's trying to
on
finish
this
what
show.
she's saying. I'm sorry,
I'm
girl.
trying to
Go
be.
ahead.
I don't.
Finish what you were saying.
Go ahead and finish, and then we're gonna move
Just
on.
Ruth
to,
Nega. Did we like Ruth Nega's look?
Hell no. That Valentino.
I didn't like it. I
And
was
she had
sad.
vampire makeup on, and I was like,
That was the red dress, right?
That was her first
it was
Oscars.
like
I was a
red
little
Victorian up to the
sad.
neck. She had on dark
Her
eyes,
blue ribbon
dark
was too. The
lipstick.
blue ribbon. She should have put on her clutch. It shouldn't have been on her dress because it was already so much red. I
keep
was
the
like,
ribbon. Ditch
Keep the
dress.
ribbon was the best part about
keep
the
the
dress.
ribbon, just the dress.
I wonder
That's
what
hilarious.
happens when you wear a dress or when you wear hair that doesn't work. Do you go back to the same stylist or hairdresser? or
Oh,
makeup
I don't
person?
know. That's a good question.
Now say that if like in Hallie's case, if that's a new hairstylist, you don't ever go back to them.
What if
again.
it's your
Well, if it's the old one and y'all just had a bad day? It happens.
And in the end, like if you leave the house and you liked how you look, does it
Then it's
still matter
whatever.
what everybody else says?
According to that video, a couple people, including Taraji, should have said something. They said the
But I
whole
think
team.
that's a scary thing. Like when you have a person, maybe you tried out and like it didn't go well, but you left the house and you could have said it didn't go well before you got
Yeah.
there. So it's like, do you go back and be like, hey, this is how people reacted, or is it just, hey, we messed up, let's try it
If
again?
she loves it so much.
It's hard being a woman
Then
because I
we'll-
ain't seen no guys
we'll
on
see.
this.
There were no guys to even talk about it. It was kind of boring.
Pharrell looked nice.
He wore some chains and a high-waisted pant. Like, it wasn't that interesting.
Yeah. I thought the guys
Ryan-
He wore Chanel.
I mean, how much
They-
can
but
you
they
do
look-
with
that's
a
the point. They
tuxedo?
look
How
good.
much
You
can
know
you
what?
really,
I'm
really
wearing
do?
I will
Roman
only
in
say that
this.
Denzel Washington makes
That's
me
why
so
I'm
sad because his
I'm wearing
tux
Roman.
don't be fitting, and I'm like,
don't care.
he's
care.
and I get it. You're
care.
Denzel. You have no time to care about this,
He
but
don't
also
care
you have
no
a
more.
little time to
He
care.
has time. He just chooses not to care. It's not
Well,
something he wants to put his
let's
energy
get into
into.
our next segment, you guys. I can tell we're very passionate about our fashions.
Sorry.
Yes, we'll do
I
a
just
whole
haven't had a
show
chance
on
to talk
fashion
about it.
sometime.
We should always do it, even if we're late. We should always critique the fashion because we have
Yes.
a different perspective than everyone else.
Which is good, which is great,
That's
which
so
is great.
awesome.
We should have did
All right.
Grammy too.
So
Go ahead.
at the Oscars, Twitter was ablaze when the best male performance was announced, and it was Casey Affleck and not Denzel Washington. Now, there are a couple different angles that I want to give at this. Do y'all think that Denzel was snubbed? Because some people
The way you're asking is like,
have some
Continue,
people
sorry.
seem to feel that way, that he was snubbed. He gave the best performance of his career, of his life.
That's not true.
In
oh, not of his career. That's a lot. Yeah.
It's all opinion. It's all
No,
opinion.
it is, but that's not true. But go ahead.
He gave,
It is, but it ain't true.
He didn't.
Go ahead.
that he gave the best performance of his life. He put his blood, sweat, and tears into it. It was something that he produced, he directed, and he didn't get the Oscar. Do you think he was snubbed?
I didn't see Manchester by the Sea, so I can't say. But
Yeah.
according to Denzel, I would say, and the things that he said in the past, where maybe sometimes you just aren't good enough. That is not the system. It's not racism. So I would say no. Now I disagree with him vehemently.
Has he said anything about this specific Oscars?
No,
Because you don't.
No,
It never.
But
It doesn't
see, this is
apply
my
when
thing.
it happens.
This is my thing.
though.
though. Last year, when everybody was coming down on Jada and they was talking crazy about Spike and Oscar's so white, and people were like, well, maybe sometimes, and not to say that he was commenting on them, but I think he was. maybe maybe you just not good enough, or you can't blame the system. You just gotta work hard. I get very sick of black
Did he
people.
say maybe you're just not good enough? Is that a quote?
It's a roundabout quote because he gives a long
I don't think he would
thing.
say that.
He said no. It's on Bossip. It's
It's on where?
It's
Did
on
you go
Bossip.
back to the original interview?
Yes,
The BET
it's an
interview.
entire thing because it talks about colorism. And he said,
no,
yeah.
the interviewer asked him about colorism.
Yeah.
He never
He didn't
directly
even know,
addressed
what
colorism. He joked with her, which I
Did he
think
ever say that you can't blame the system? That
he never said you can't. He said you shouldn't because you got to keep working.
But see, this is my problem. I
Where's
feel
the
like
interview?
with black people sometimes we feel like we got to keep working, so you can't address that. You can multitask. You can say you can work to get better, but if shit's not right, you need to speak up and say something. And lo and behold, look now. Viola won, Moonlight won the next year after some people started complaining.
Yeah, but so we only won because we complained. We've been
The
worth it the
system
whole
righted
time.
itself because we complain. I'm not go back up away from that. It's not a coincidence
I
that
think
the
that's-
next year black people start winning after they start complaining.
I know, but I
It's
think
not a
that's scary
coincidence.
because it could also be less about winning because we deserve it and winning because we're trying to like shut you
I
up.
don't give a shit. I really don't because it's easy for people not to give it to us when we deserve it. So if we didn't deserve it, fine, we got it. I don't care. But in this particular instance, I'm pretty sure
All of them deserve
they
it.
all deserve
So
it.
as a people, should we have been cool with our wins? Should we be saying Denzel got snubbed? Do we have
But
a
I don't
right
think
to
that's- I don't
I
think
didn't
that's
see. I didn't see
Manchester by the Sea was
think
an amazing movie. Casey Affleck did an amazing job. The argument has been like, and if I'm going between both performances, I would put them right there together. So whoever won is whoever they both deserve
They
to
were
win.
both
They were
deserving,
both
yeah.
excellent.
You think
in their
both
films.
were amazing?
I thought they were both amazing, and they both did excellent.
And y'all
jobs.
know Viola and Denzel ain't gonna win. When they're looking at the ballot, they're like, okay, we're gonna give it to Viola, but we'll give it to Casey here. We all know this. This is
I
how
know,
it goes.
but why couldn't they give it to
Well,
Denzel?
because that's the world we live in, and that's
Because they both black.
reality.
That's
But-
why.
Ooh,
and
if I hear
nobody
that one
wants to
more
say it.
time, I just
and that's
can't-
how
I
it was
can't.
a political vote. It's like, okay, we give it here.
I can't
give it here.
digest that
And
if-
then they're going to vote, well, we can go for Moonlight here. But they're not going to let you run the damn
Well, I was
table.
hoping that they would, just because the whole Casey Affleck thing and the whole like
Nate Parker.
sexual history and
Yeah.
Nate Parker and all of that. Like a lot of people thought that because of that, people would feel more comfortable. Instead, when they look at it and see, well, it's going to be two black people. Well, we don't want to award a sexual predator, so let's go with it.
Whoa,
And that
Wait,
didn't
no,
work.
we're not there yet. We're gonna get there. We're gonna
It
get
didn't
there.
work, though.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Because I do want to talk about when Denzel got teary-eyed. When you saw, you didn't. I don't know if you
it was
ever
tough.
saw it. Because did you go back and
I
watch?
went back
Okay.
because we doing the show.
He
and
got
all.
teary-eyed when they showed him when Casey. Now I didn't see him get teary-eyed until Casey Affleck was actually at the mic, accepting his award, giving his speech, and he actually shouted out Denzel and said he learned how to act, from Denzel. So, do you think he got teary-eyed because he was touched? Was he teary-eyed because he felt snubbed? He felt disappointed? I mean, what do you think the tears in his eyes were about?
That's a really hard question because I really don't know.
Hell,
Like,
if it was me, I would have felt teary-eyed because I did not win. Because for Denzel to direct,
Yes,
act in
he
this,
was
get
so
out here and promote it,
much.
it's almost like at the end of the NBA season, when you lose, like let's say the Warriors did last year, it's like, damn, I got to start this
all over.
thing over again.
That's what I'm
he was probably
saying.
crying. I would have cried about that.
But do you
I
think
don't know
he's
that
doing
he-
awards to win?
But
I
see,
mean,
that's
he's
why
doing
I don't feel like
things
he's
to-
there
yeah.
anymore. Like I feel like if that were the case, I feel like if that had happened when Malcolm X went down, then yes, the
Yeah.
tears would have been in that vein. But like now, I feel like he's
Well, he
like,
didn't win from Malcolm X.
But that's my point. So
Yeah.
like being snubbed, and if somebody's on stage saying, "I learned how to act because you're this amazing," and I feel like the tears would be like that feeling like that should be me.
Yeah.
But now I don't necessarily feel that. I feel like he has some. There's probably some ego. Obviously, everybody wants to win.
Yeah.
But I think he is. That's why he's
ain't
doing
no
everything
but,
that
Courtney.
he's doing
There
with
ain't
August
no but.
Wilson. That's
You
the
do-
reason he
no.
produced it and directed it and wrote it, because he wants to do what he wants to do now. He
That's
recognizes
one
that the
part
system
of it, Courtney.
is the system.
He
and
wanted
it's
to
not gonna
win
work
the
for him.
damn award.
Yes, but that is
Y'all
not
talking
the
over each other.
largest
Y'all
part.
talking over each other.
No, but see, this is the thing.
And I don't think it would drive him to tears that the Oscars don't award him
equivocate
anymore.
and say, okay, this percentage is he wants to do it his way, and this percentage is he wants to win the award. People do that a lot about things. I don't really give a shit. He wanted to win the award.
You can want to win the award and understand that where you are, just like the rest of us living in America know, like there's certain things that it's going to be how it's going to be right now because shit ain't changed and people don't want to admit to what the hell is really going on in the country. That doesn't mean suddenly you are just like you need that award now to prove something to you. He doesn't need it anymore.
He got out there.
He's gotten his Oscar.
It's okay.
He's got two.
He's got two, and he wants more. It's nothing wrong with that.
It's nothing wrong
If he
with
was
it.
hurt because he didn't win and he wanted to cry about it, that's fine
I don't
too.
think he was
But I'm
hurt
not
and
about to
crying
sit up
about
here and
not
act like
being awarded
somebody
an Oscar.
that put on a damn suit, who did all this, who went to the award, who campaigned, who talked to people, didn't want to win the award. That's ridiculous.
I'm not saying he did
I don't
not
think
want
that's
to
what
win
she's
the
saying.
award.
I don't think that's what she's saying. She's
I
saying
don't
that
think
she
he's
doesn't-
sitting there crying about not winning
Yes.
the award.
I think-
I
What was
think
he
if
crying about,
anything,
Courtney?
he saw that he knows where his power is at. My power is that I did
What was he
influence
crying
him.
about?
My power is I have the influence to continue to let people like Viola Davis shine because that's where I'm at now, and that's amazing enough for now.
Well, didn't he win? I mean, she won. So
She won.
he
Let me ask you
he
something.
shares
Do you
in
think
that
he was
win.
crying about the award? Not winning?
No.
What do you think he was crying about?
I mean, I don't
What,
know.
he stubbed his toe?
I don't know. No, I don't know why he was crying. I mean, one of the theories I had was maybe he was touched. You know, this guy shouted him out. I don't know. Maybe he's just taking in the whole moment, like moments before Viola won. He directed that performance, so he accomplished
A lot.
I think what he set out to accomplish.
that's possible.
So it could have just been an emotional release for him. I don't think he was sitting there crying because he didn't win a damn
Thank you.
another his third Oscar. I don't think that.
All right.
I think that like listening to some of the interviews he's had about the Oscars, and when people ask him, you know, what's your prediction, whatever. Even with the Hollywood Reporter, actually, one of the videos I did, we talked about how he said,
He didn't expect
I'm
to
not
win.
I'm not
okay.
worried about Oscars. He was like, it's not about me winning or losing. It's about like what's going on in the world. Like, why are we not working about our officials? Like his mind was so
Can I ask you something?
everywhere.
I'm curious. And maybe we have to do this another show. I would like for somebody to show me someone who said, I'm about winning Oscars.
No, I get that.
No one says that.
No, but some people say it more or like put it out there more than he does. I honestly slightly disagree with you two because I do think in that moment he was probably overwhelmed that this guy won over him, and I don't even think it's over him. I think Casey Affleck comes with a lot of
Baggage?
right now,
Yeah.
and for him to be like, even like I feel like if Nate Parker won over him, he'd be like, okay, you know what I mean? But just for Casey to win in this moment, like, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like if Nate had that moment and Casey does, I know that I'm assuming
we can't know until
Wait, let
Denzel
me
comes
finish,
here and
let me
says it.
finish.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Yeah, I'm like y'all because I'm gonna have this thought. I'm gonna be thinking about.
Okay, go
No, but I'm like I just want to get it out. So what I'm trying to say is I love that that Courtney made it clear that both performances were awesome because I think it's the whole like our community saying he snubbed and they didn't
And
see the
ain't
movie.
seen the performances.
That's not the point. You gotta
any of
see the
them.
movies.
Or
you
just
gotta
maybe one
see
of
the
them.
movies.
You gotta see them all
You
to
gotta
be
see the
able to-
movies and then
yeah.
have the opinion after that, and then at the end of the day, it's still just opinion. So you know, so whatever. But I'm just genuinely sad because I think it takes so much work to do what he did. And I think he did deserve the recognition to that work. That's just the main
Well, he
thing.
got the recognition.
He did, and you can't determine. You can't
I
be
guess
like,
he did it
"Yo,
on
you should have
SAG
won
and-
Best Actor because you
because
were
you
directing
directed it.
and producing, and you did all this." And that
Yeah.
it's about what was on the screen and whether or not
Yeah.
those people were actually moved by. There are so many people that looked at Fences. There's people. I've been touting Moonlight since freaking August of last year, and there are so many people that I know that are in the community that are like artists themselves, and they were just like, "I mean, it was okay, it was good." It's subjective.
It's subjective, of course.
and it didn't.
were they right? Was it good?
I thought it was
She
the
thought it
most
was great.
amazing. And
it won.
And it won, and I was so grateful for that because I was like, that is to me that was like next level.
Did
in terms of
Moonlight
art.
hit you? Somebody was telling me they saw it. I didn't see it, but it hit them after the fact.
No, Moonlight hit me.
You got
in
in
the
the
seat
moment.
as soon as when the movie went down. Like I didn't move. I was so pleased that we did that for.
What you about to say?
Wow.
I think it hit me after because I think the cinematography was incredible. I think the acting was out of control. But I do think that when it ended, I was unsatisfied. I was like, because then I remember interviewing Trevante 2 weeks later, and I go,
Don't spoil the
hey,
movie.
it's beautiful. That's it. That's all you need to know. But I interviewed Trevante, and I go, is there a Moonlight 2? He was like, no, it's in your Moonlight 2's in your
Yeah.
head. And I go, that's so
you
not
spoiled the
fair.
movie.
But that's very
that's it.
American in terms of what
I
you
know. Can we
wanted
get?
the
I
end
know.
to be wrapped up.
I know.
Like that's very
I know.
that's a
I know.
total American.
and
unexpected.
It's
that's
a
why
really
I
good
wait
movie.
after the fact. I was like, it did what it needed to do.
I'm just saying.
I think you should.
I'm just saying because when people say that, I'm like, well, that's very American.
No, I'm just
like,
saying,
it's a
but I
very
think you
fucking movie. It's the Courtney.
as a piece of art, and I'm not even talking about the movie itself, the story that was being told in
Was
Moonlight
incredible.
itself, the fact that it made it to screen and made it to screen that beautifully, like, just was
It was
enough for
bomb.
it didn't matter.
It was
I'm
bomb.
gonna go see Moonlight. I know that.
I need to see Lion. That's the one I need to see.
Lion was amazing.
That's the one I need to see because I've heard too many good
If
things.
Dev
Yeah,
Patel
not to
had
see.
won, I would have felt better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to the whole. We talked about Twitter being ablaze and people are in uproar, and it wasn't just about people feeling that Denzel got snubbed. It was the fact that KC had these allegations
Yeah.
made against him,
Ooh, yeah.
and
We're talking about
there
Casey.
were sexual harassment allegations.
Ooh, yeah.
And people were like, so now we're just gonna reward bad behavior.
But we've been doing that for
However,
Damn, and they're like
this
friends.
was and I want
They
you to
did both
take this,
together.
Demetrius, because you brought this to my attention. How you have his was a civil. Casey's was a civil case. They settled out of court, which of course we know is not an admission of guilt. While he was working on I'm Still Here. Two of the people from the production team claim that he verbally and
he crawled in the bed with somebody.
physically,
Yeah.
was
Crawled
in a
the
drunk
bed.
stupor.
Was
and,
rubbing on her
crawled
back.
in
And
the
wouldn't
bed.
leave. He had to be convinced
Well,
to
no,
leave.
do we know that he did that? That's what she said.
That's what she alleged.
That's what she alleged.
That's what she
They
alleged.
settled out of court, and now Nate's, and that was what 2010. His settled. Nate settled 2000. Well, he didn't even.
He didn't settle. He was
settle.
exonerated.
He was
Exonerated.
exonerated. His partner, who was his college roommate,
That's a third time.
was actually got
Found
convicted,
guilty.
but successfully appealed the
Appealed
conviction.
the conviction.
He also co-wrote with Nate, "Birth of a Nation." So last year, around this time, the talk was that Casey and Nate would be celebrated. They would be the two guys to watch during the 2007 during the award season.
Yeah, yeah.
And it didn't happen.
It did not
for,
work. It did
for,
not
for,
turn out like that.
for
Only Nate, though.
So
For Nate.
weigh in on that, Demetrius.
That's tough.
My immediate reaction was, "Oh, this is wrong." But
And
then,
maybe that's why Denzel was crying.
But then I read an article in the Los Angeles Times by Travell Anderson, and he broke down the difference between the two, where he said he alleged that Nate didn't listen to the PR handlers,
Nope.
that he felt righteous indignation about the entire affair, like he shouldn't apologize, that allegedly Oprah offered to assist him,
Oprah and Gail.
and he turned it
What do you
down.
mean?
Yes, he did.
Wait.
Now, how do we know
Continue.
that?
I
Wait.
covered that. Well, we talked about this really
Okay.
extensively on This Week at the end of last year.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if y'all saw his interview on Good Morning America with Robin Roberts and
I did.
that kind of thing.
And the 60 Minutes
And the
interview.
60 Minutes interview. Like
60 Minutes one, yeah.
just alone
Turned a
because
lot
I
of people
wanted to
off.
ride for him. Like
Yeah.
he was found not guilty, even though my own opinion is I think he was found not guilty legally. I don't think that at that time what we consider like rape and that kind of thing is the same on college campus. Like I don't think he would have been found not guilty now, but he was found not guilty. He should have had every right to do everything, but he was so not humble about the
Yeah.
situation and so pissed off that he was even being questioned about it. It was all over him. It reeked all over him.
maybe
through
it just
every
hurts
interview.
so
It might hurt,
much.
but if you in this game, you put it aside because the bottom line is,
gotta
you
be
were found
smart.
not guilty,
You gotta-
but you have to answer for
You
your
got,
shit.
you got to
You
play
gotta
the
be
game,
smart.
and
You gotta play the
exactly.
game.
and they gave him a roadmap that allegedly they gave him talking points, and he wouldn't use the talking points, and so we see the difference between
Yeah.
the two individuals and how they were treated.
Yeah.
So you think it was less about race?
Dismissed the question.
So you think it was less about race and more
I think
about
it was
the way
less
they handled?
about race, but we also have to appreciate Chris Rock is very funny to me because he's a predictor of a lot of things jokingly.
Yes, he
but in
is.
his movie Top 5, Chris Rock's career. If you haven't seen Top 5, stop listening now. Chris Rock's career flames out during the movie because he made a movie about a slave rebellion. This is before Nate even puts his
Yes,
movie
it
out. So
was.
when I saw this was coming out, I was like, this is really happening. Of course it was not going to work. Chris Rock already said it wasn't going to work.
But it could have.
Yeah.
He just
Could've
would
worked.
not.
But Chris Rock also said
Put his
you
ego
could get a
aside.
black president. See, Chris Rock can predict shit in movies. You just gotta pay attention.
So with Casey Affleck, you felt like they were saying, "Hey, talk like this and do this," and he did all
He
that.
did it. He did it. He did what they told
He
him to do.
followed. He
Damn.
followed
The playbook.
protocol. He followed the playbook, and
Did he
was
apologize?
very
Did he give
smart.
us all this? Because
He was
I
humble.
shut down.
He was humble and
He
apologetic
was very
about
humble
it.
when people
Entire
asked him,
time.
because it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up in the highlight of your success. When anytime anything good is really going on in your life,
They're about to
The
come
bad
for
stuff
you.
is
the
gonna
bad
come.
is gonna surface, and people are gonna try to bring you down. It's gonna happen.
Well, I don't call it bringing them
a
down.
lot
I
of
call
times-
it bringing the truth forth, and let's
forward.
have a discussion about this person we're about
'Cause
to
you're now a public
award
figure.
or reward. Let's talk about this.
Should, and this is the age-old discussion,
Yeah.
should your art and your behavior, like what you do outside of your job, basically.
I don't know if we can handle
When
that
it-
conversation today. Because remember Ryan Lochte, y'all, that conversation, I will never forget how much we had to go through to get to like
But
a
I'm saying
kind
his
of.
performance, Nate's performance, didn't have anything to do with
His allegations.
his allegations
Sure.
that were in 1999 while he was at college. 2001,
Yeah.
he's acquitted. So he's being held responsible for them or having to answer for them in 2016. And, you know,
And you're
apparently
always responsible for what you've done. Like,
Yeah.
But he didn't-
It
but-
is
but-
what it
but-
is.
but-
Like, it sucks.
But
I don't
he's
think
saying
it's great.
he didn't do anything.
Okay.
He's saying he didn't do anything.
He's saying,
Fine.
and
but
it's possible that he
Didn't do anything.
illegal.
So it was just the way he handled it.
He handled it.
that
And
we
the
have
girl
problems
is dead. Like, and he
Yeah.
wasn't even. The girl killed herself. And granted, I'm not saying it's his fault at all. She obviously went through some stuff and had some emotional issues. But even when that was brought, like, he was so hostile against it and just flagrantly, like, not interested.
Well, they
in
said that's when
being
he showed a
sympathetic.
little bit of remorse and concern for her well-being. Is
I want to get to your question though, because that's an important question. I think we as consumers have no obligation to separate your personal life from your art.
Because they're
That's-
buying as a person.
I choose to buy for whatever reason. This is not a charity. It's not tithing.
consumer,
It's not
though.
an obligation.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you're a accused pedophile and I'm like, I don't support accused pedophiles,
Mm-hmm.
and I decide not to buy your art, personally, I don't think you should be upset at me because of that. You can, but I'm not gonna buy your shit.
Yeah.
That's just me. So I don't think the consumer
get it.
has
That's fair.
And I would
that burden.
imagine as a business person, if I'm going to put money behind a movie, I'm going to be like, well, if the consumer ain't really going to go for, you know,
vote with
this
your
person
dollars.
in this season,
we're not doing it.
it's a bad investment.
Right.
So I get it. It's unfortunate though.
It's
It's
very
unfortunate
unfortunate.
because he's
Super
a very, very
Birth of a Nation was a great
talented
movie.
And what's
brother.
crazy, I'm telling you, the difference
And
of
sold
their
it for like,
path.
what, $17 million?
Yeah, it was a good movie. It sold, and then it didn't make its money.
And then it's like
because
it just totally
Yeah.
didn't. I mean, just had such a, and it's so sad because even for Asia Naomi King, is it Asia or Aja?
it's Asia, I think.
Her performance was so brilliant in that movie. Like I felt like she. Like just there were so many brilliant performances, and I feel like they all had to take a backseat because of what happened. And I think it's very unfortunate because I, like, just 2 years ago, I used to freaking talk about how Nate Parker. I'm like, dude, this guy is gonna do something crazy. Like before I understood what was,
He's
he is
awesome.
so talented. So it just
And
sucks.
I can
'cause
understand being upset about. It's like, are you serious? You're bringing up something I didn't do,
Like, I'm
whatever.
really-
But there's a way to handle.
And
it.
I think
he's
it's-
young. He has a long time to come back and
come
create
back,
something else. You know, if you
Yeah.
make something
Something else.
good that's undeniable, eventually you might
well,
get
we
an
hope.
Oscar that no one seems to care about. So
No, I don't think it's that. I mean,
Nobody
you know.
said they didn't
no one
care
cares about the Oscar.
it.
No one wants
You just said it
one.
was
No,
a-
They're
that's-
like 7 outside. I'm just gonna grab
No,
one.
we didn't say that. It's always nice to be acknowledged,
Nobody said that.
recognized,
Of
and
course.
celebrated. However, I don't think that's why you get into a business. Denzel
I think
didn't
some
get
people-
into
yes,
the
exactly.
acting game to win Oscars or to,
But,
win
agree.
awards.
but LeBron plays basketball to win championships.
But
I
that's
think
a
it's
game
different. I think
versus
yeah.
art.
They're
It's-
different. They're
And don't get me wrong, like I believe in the Oscars, and I actually think from a cultural perspective, the Oscars mean
Yeah.
something. Like, and I think because we claim that the Oscars is like the epitome of what great film art is in this country. So I
get what
do
you're
believe
saying. It's an end in
that
itself.
awarding
Yes.
somebody, it means something that black people are getting these awards, or black films with just black people or Asian people or whatever.
Yeah.
It means something because that communicates to the rest of the world and the country that this is what we consider high art, and we value that on a different level. So I'm not trying to like negate the importance of the Oscars on any level with Denzel or anything else, but I just don't think Denzel was crying because he didn't get no Oscar. I thought he was maybe crying because he was like, these
and if he
motherfuckers ain't
was,
never gonna get it
and if he
right.
was,
They just
and if
did,
he
like, they
was
just-
crying because he didn't get the Oscar.
So what? I'd be okay with that.
If
Like,
he was,
dang,
if
I
he
wish
was,
I
you
wish he
know?
got it. It was a
Sheree wouldn't be okay with it.
long road.
Denzel
Can I-
been around a minute
For
though.
real?
What's our next
Sheree
topic?
don't
Because I
want
really
nobody.
want.
Let's,
because I wanna-
we're going to get into our sheather.
Can I just say one thing, please? And let's try like 1 minute, I promise. The cover of Variety with Barry Jenkins and Damien Chazelle both being on the cover with both Oscars.
Who are
Was
these
that
people?
fair? The director of La La Land, the
Oh,
director
gotcha.
of Moonlight.
Moonlight.
Should they have shared a cover?
What?
That to me was confusing because if La La Land won, you would not hear anything about Barry.
Did they shoot the cover before the Oscars was awarded?
I really want to know. I
Because
don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure they
Yeah.
shot it before it was awarded. I'm
You
not,
think so?
I'm not certain. I'm
Why
not
those two
certain.
directors? It could have been Lion.
Because those were the two like biggest contenders. People were like, okay, it's going to be Moonlight or it's going to be La La Land. For the most part, nobody was really thinking it was going to be the other two. Or the other
Yeah.
three, however many in the category.
We got.
But
we,
it could have
wait,
been
wait.
because no one was thinking about Casey Affleck, and then it was.
We can't.
No,
we can't-
everybody was thinking about Casey
We can't
Affleck that are
speculate.
in the center.
We need to come back on that. We
Yeah.
need to do some
We'll
research.
have to do some
I'll just find out
Okay,
when it was
okay.
shot, but
Because
like
I thought it was right after.
Damon is super young. Barry made history because of what he was nominated for and the whatever. Sorry.
Both
We'll
were
come back,
brilliant.
'cause
I
we're
just
not
thought that was-
prepared to discuss
All right,
that.
all right.
We don't
'Cause I was
know.
But it is interesting that it, you know,
I thought that
it's
was
released.
I've never seen that.
Look, all this is like Charlamagne said. All this is a distraction from the fact that
You're
Remy
done.
Ma body.
You're
Minaj.
done.
I felt
You're
it on
done.
that.
You're
All
done.
this is a distraction.
So what is Nikki gonna do? Do you turn
Apparently
the other
nothing.
cheek?
Who
Do you
cares?
turn the other cheek and
No, this is hip hop. Sorry.
so you
That's
kind of
what I'm
got
about.
you gotta what? She gotta respond.
She can't respond at this point.
Why? Because it was past
It's
3
gonna come back
days.
flat, man. It's been longer than 3 days. It's been
A week.
4 days. Because it came out Saturday.
This is
She
the thing.
killed her.
This is the thing. Nikki is not going to win.
No.
If you look at the history of rap battles, typically the more commercially successful artist does not win. Jay-Z can't beat Nas, but Jay-Z may arguably be a better rapper. He's not gonna beat Nas. It's just not gonna happen.
Nicki's not
But there
arguably
have
a
been
better
aberrations. Meek should have beat Drake, but the problem is, like, I don't think Meek should have battled Drake. He should have said, "I don't know who's writing for him. He's a performance enhanced. He has performance enhanced ghostwriters. I don't know. I can't tell who I'm battling." He shouldn't have did it. But Mariah Carey beating Eminem was interesting to me. But she did. Did she not win? She won that. Because
What?
that song
You remember
Obsessed
back-
with Me
yeah,
was a
Obsessed with
response
Me.
to a song he wrote about her.
Yeah.
She won. So what Nikki would have to
But
do,
Mariah got a little like
Mariah won.
hood hip hop credit. Like she
She
got
does.
a little,
She killed.
she got
But
a,
she should not
killed.
have.
She got some skin in the
should
game.
not have beat him, but she did. She did. And so Nikki would have to create a commercially successful song. That's what Drake did. Because you just have to. It has to be a song that people want to play,
Regardless of what's going
But I
on.
don't think she
But
can.
I was gonna say, you think that
Right.
even in this environment though, because Remy came like street hard, like old school, like
Yeah,
But
but
I
that's
can't
the
play
same-
her song more
that-
than once, though. I
Right.
cannot
And you
hear
know-
it again.
But that's not what it's for. Like it was to rap.
I can play it more than
Nicki.
once, though.
Like I will listen to it over and
It's
over
the
again.
same
and
beat that
memorize it.
Nas used to defeat Jay-Z,
Yeah.
so clearly it has some legs to it. And Ice Cube, when he defeated NWA with No Vaseline, it's a song you want to hear over and over. I do want to hear Remy Ma over and over. It's quite educational,
Yeah.
honestly. Because I had some people say, well, why would she come and tear down another woman? I was like, you have to understand, she says in the song, and this is me as an entertainment attorney telling you this is very educational. You signed a 360 deal. So basically, before you get your money, 5 other people touch it. Whether it's true or not, this is something that artists need. They should know.
They should look into.
It's good.
And I have heard a few women say, "Oh my God, why do they have to tear each other down?" No, not slut shaming, but just can't we all get along as women? Can't we we encourage one another? Can't we support one another?
encouraged
Why
her.
do we have to?
Not to fuck with her.
Yeah, she did.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
And isn't Nikki like not really known for, you know, encouraging, you know,
what happened? Where
women
did
and
this
where the
beef
friends
come
came from? Because Nikki went in on her on whatever song that was. Well,
Swallow and Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane
But
song.
allegedly, according to Complex,
that?
it was just really
Yeah,
no.
according
last
to
year she
Complex, it has
shouted
been
her
going on for years. In that Nikki initiated it and started something that Remy Ma came to her allegedly and said, "Hey, you said such and such. I understand that. That's what you're supposed to do
Yeah.
as far as that." But it continued to go on, and so now you got to think Remy Ma is really feeling herself. She got
been
this
in jail
show.
for 6 years.
She out of
Think
jail.
about
She
it.
got this show. She had what arguably should have been a Grammy Award-winning single, and
was
all the
really
way
good.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And she's married to Papoose, right? Who
Yes.
is
Black
who
love for
can
life.
rap his ass off by himself.
It's brilliantly.
So they're both
skilled
like really
writer.
good. So it's
Wow.
like if somebody says something about you in hip hop, you're supposed to say something. But I had to go
That's the
back.
culture.
The worst
Yeah.
battle.
But since she's, well, let me ask you this though, because
Go
since
ahead.
she's in a different environment, so to speak, because she is more commercial,
yeah.
is she still like, if she responds, what is she gonna do to her fan base?
What do you mean?
Well,
Nikki or
I'm saying
Remy?
like Nikki,
The Barbs.
Nikki.
She should survive. I mean, if you think about it, LL Cool J lost the battle to Kool Moe Dee
Kool Moe Dee.
back in the day.
And nobody cares.
You know, but no, LL cared because
How
I
you
think
like me now?
Yeah, L,
Mm-hmm.
who is a superior rapper by all accounts. They're not in the same class, but Kool Moe Dee can battle, and L spent I think the better part of 10 years making songs and stuff trying to get
Mm-hmm.
at him, and he just couldn't do it because he had shut it down.
Mm.
But it first started, I think, 1982. It's this rapper named Busy B who used to do these call and response things. Kool Moe Dee is supposed to battle him. He gets up there, and I had never heard cussing on a record like in '82. So I'm listening to this. He cussing that dude, saying he bought a rap from somebody, and it makes what Remy was saying. It's about on the same level of
Yeah.
Tupac and all that, though. You know, so she can't really do anything. It's nothing that she can really
She
do.
could if she
What does she
had
do?
the lyrical skills to do it, but Safari ain't gonna help her, so she can't
She
do
can't
it.
find nobody else to
I'm
write.
dead.
So you
She
think-
can't find nobody else to write
So
that.
you think Remy wrote this whole rap by herself?
Yes.
Her husband
yes.
didn't help her?
This is easy
Even
for
her husband?
That's easy for her all night. But
Okay.
not the way if Nikki doesn't respond, she'll still have the same fan base because
She really will, 'cause
people didn't
she
care
just
that Drake
loses-
didn't write all the
No.
rhymes.
Yeah.
People didn't care that it was more a collaborative thing. So
Because if you super into hip hop to begin with, you ain't that big of a Nicki fan. You like you respect what she did. She's done her thing and she's gonna do her thing. But
So she's gonna have the same type of fans.
she'll be fine. She's great. You know, whatever. But Remy tore her up and destroyed her and dragged
It's
her
just
across
like,
the floor.
why was
Yeah.
all the destroying? Like I said, I hear this 7-minute song and I'm like, I can't ever listen to this
How do you
again.
feel about it? So you don't ever want to hear it again?
Only because it was just too much cussing. I'm like, oh my, she was like, it was just a lot. I'm like, girl, you're doing the most. But I was definitely listening. I was listening clearly because I was like, okay.
raised on Lil' Kim.
Yeah, well, and that's the funny part. Little Kim was like, leave my name out of all of this. Like, I love that people try to go and
That was-
Wait.
No, not
Lil'
necessarily.
Kim has a diss song
Song
against
with
Nicki
Nicki.
called Black Friday.
She does, but this
It's
is not
just
about
as-
her. Leave her alone.
it's
Like,
just as mean.
She's just saying that like people are saying she and Remy are gonna get together
It's like,
and do
no,
something.
we're
She's
not-
like, no,
stop.
don't
Leave it
do
alone.
that.
Leave it
But
alone.
don't get it twisted. Lil' Kim ain't got no good feelings for Nicki.
no, you're right. I guess that's true. But no, I heard this song because I was like, I need to hear this.
It's hot.
Like in the full
It's hot.
7 minutes.
She goes in for
She-
7
7
minutes.
Yeah, it's hot.
And she could have kept going.
No,
She coulda kept
she-
going.
10 minutes. I would have been like, ma'am.
It was so brought me back to Little Kim days, to hardcore. What?
It's like
Dang, I
of all the
don't
diss
know.
records of all time, it's like number 2 after Tupac,
I agree.
and maybe it's 2 or 3 with Ice Cube's No Vaseline. It's up there. It's
Y'all
pretty
tell
good.
us, y'all respond to us on.
Yeah,
on
somebody
our
comment.
page.
We're live. Let's
'Cause
see what the folks say.
And even on our YouTube, we want to know what you guys think about this whole situation.
I would
And
like
basically
Nicki to
about-
come back.
You want to do what?
I
You would like Nicki to come
respond.
back.
Yeah.
I could see
I'd
that.
be interested to see what she comes
That's a
up with.
whole
But
lot
I
of
don't think
questions.
she would
Love to
win. I don't think she would win.
That's
But
a
I
whole
would
lot.
like
She
to
like-
see what
So
she
you
comes
think
up
she
with.
has to though? She kind of has to.
I think
Does
not.
she?
I mean, she doesn't have to because she's not losing no paper if she
Yeah,
don't.
she won't lose any money. Like if
But-
Meek Mill was able to survive what happened with him and Drake, and
Then
he's
I
still
wouldn't
making
say
music.
nothing. I would take the high road.
I would recommend it.
She probably
Do you think
knows she
there's
can't
a
come
high
back
road?
better, so she's not
Yeah.
going to do it.
So Demetrius, we got to wrap up. So So do your Halo award.
Oh, the Halo Award is something that Sheree came up with to give to people who do something good that I assume once they die and on Judgment Day, God will say, hey, remember that day? Let's go get you in. Anyway,
Maybe.
6 American
Maybe.
football players visited London and decided they wanted to go to Cirque du Soleil and got reservations.
This is who though? The New
Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints was Mark Ingram, Heisman Trophy winner, and for some reason Business Insider didn't list all the names. So Von Bell, B.W. Webb, and Sterling Monroe. When they arrived there, even though they had reservations, they were told they would not be allowed to enter because they were too urban. Now that's the code. If you don't know about London, that's the code word for black.
In
And it was
America,
also
too.
said
Everywhere.
And it was also said about Idris Elba when his name was floated as someone that should play James Bond. I thought that they handled themselves well because I'm not even a big dude, but if I'm with 5 other big dudes and you won't let me in, I got a reservation. Everybody's gonna hear about it because we're gonna push your ass out the way.
Right.
But instead, they just took a Twitter shot, said, "Hey, they wouldn't let us in." Detailed the conversation about them being told they were too urban and basically too tall, over 5'11", so they wouldn't let them in. And they said they wouldn't let this spoil their time in London. I would say this to all the black people who visit London: do not attend this club in London, Dubai, or Shanghai. And as a matter of fact, all white people, Asian people, anybody,
Everybody
just don't mess
that
with it.
they
Roger
know.
Goodell. Matter of fact, don't even have the damn game in London. So just have it in Mexico City, because I
You
get sick
can't
of this.
penalize all of London.
I guess not all of London,
can't
but
penalize
this place for
London.
sure, because that's out of
Well, just
control.
that place.
This
then.
place.
Just
Go
that
there,
place.
take a picture, and post it saying, I
that's
was going to go
I
here.
was gonna be there. We could have been love, but
Yeah.
we
Y'all said
playing.
I was too. What you
That's
said? They said
petty.
they were too tall.
Yeah,
and too tall.
six
Big
black
scary
guys.
Negroes.
Yeah.
That's out of
Big
control.
scary Negroes.
They look so
All right,
cute
I
and
bet-
happy.
Yeah, they do.
Like, they're so
and they
like
handled
over
that.
it.
I
No,
like
come
the
visit
way they
me.
handled that.
Yeah.
I like the way
And they had a
handled that.
reservation.
That's messed
was
up.
crazy.
You got a reservation
That
and
was
they said
crazy.
you too urban. You can't come.
Yeah,
in."
and I
Wait,
thought
somebody-
maybe it was how they were dressed, but I went to the Instagram page.
They were
But somebody
dressed.
said they knew that when they booked the place, you're informed ahead of time.
Informed ahead of time. What?
Oh,
That
what
What are you
can't be
informed ahead of
urban?
time? No, that isn't. That's
Right,
crazy.
because I went to the
But
What are you
Instagram.
informed
They have
of?
sneakers on.
It doesn't matter because I looked at the Instagram page, and when you look at the Instagram page, people are dressed like whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
That's
gotcha. So there's like
Special
no standard, no
rules.
dress
They were
code.
too big.
They were
That's
too big.
terrible. That's
And
terrible.
black.
That's really crazy.
But that's our show, you guys. I hope you enjoyed our
What's this?
spirited
I wanna eat it so
discussion.
bad 'cause I'm
This is-
hungry.
I got some cake.
She
'cause
brought
I
us
went
cake,
to
but didn't
dinner
give us
last
no
night.
forks.
I know we can do it with our hands though. I went
No.
to dinner. Y'all see this? I went to dinner. This is one piece of cake.
Miss Hawk Couture.
Oh, I missed that.
No,
That's
this
one
is
piece
one
of cake.
piece of cake. Yes.
And I
Where'd you
cut it
go?
up. I'm
And
like,
I had
what?
a couple pieces. I had a couple bites, and I was like,
Where
I'm
can
just
I
gonna
get
bring
that?
this.
Where is the cake at?
This cake is from Laurel Point. It's that new, it's a seafood place
Oh,
on Laurel Canyon in the valley in Studio City.
okay.
All right.
So it's just a big ass piece of cake with coconut. And
We gonna eat
I ain't got no.
about 2 minutes.
That's our show. Okay, where y'all go
don't
around,
really
give your
eat coconut,
final
but I'm
thoughts.
into
Tell them
it.
how they can keep up with you. Courtney, you know we always start with you.
Final thoughts. Congratulations to Mahershala Ali and Viola Davis for your amazing wins and your inspiring words. We all love you and your art is magnificent. You can find me everywhere at Stuart Starlet.
I was happy he won. I remember him from the 4400.
Oh, look at you.
My final thoughts are basically black folk, you can do more than one thing at a time. Be great, be good, do your best, but also when the scale scene tip, say something. You can find me at Eye of Demetrius.
I also want to thank. I don't know what I was gonna say. I really, really, really was so happy to hear Viola win. She deserves everything. She's awesome. You're a role model. Thank you so much. Mahershala Ali, woo, you are out of control. Moonlight, thank you. Also, Emma Stone, I think she's awesome. I think she's awesome. So, I don't know, you guys can check me out. The sun is out, so I'm just like I'm so giddy. It's
Pray
out of
for our
control.
baby. Pray
no,
for our
it's
baby.
okay. Life is good.
Pray for the baby.
You guys can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at OneTakeSays. You're the best.
And I am Sheree Fletcher, and we are so glad that you joined us on this edition of Eat, Pray, and Live. And my final thoughts are, we're all going to do crazy, stupid things. We're going to have dumb things in our past, and sometimes it's the way you handle it. Sometimes it's the way you respond to it that makes all the difference between success and demise. So do the right thing. We love you. We thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Damn,
Bye,
that was
y'all.
her best final take.
You
like,
shut up.
That was good.
From executives Kevin Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio, Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks
Backseat
for
every
tuning
week,
in.
every day, every.
The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.